We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers.
Go now. 70, Indy. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Go.
Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Penny. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On the draw, this is Penny. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards, makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Daniels. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Rashad Penny, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Buddy up. 53 is the mark. Go. Go. Hey, alert 3.
Throwing on 1st down. King eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's King throwing on first down. Wide open receiver complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Let's go. Get the flag. 50, Mike 50, huh? I'm coming. I'm coming. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Shoot up. Shoot up. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd and 3. The catch is made by Dylan Mitchell. And down inside the 15 he goes.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Cameron Jordan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Unable to corral him. He fights through. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Let's get it.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
To throw on third down, Daniels. They got a man. It's Woods. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Looking to throw. King firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
Check, ready. Go to base. Hey, tight end's right. Watch hands. Hey, we got 4. I got 4 down. 24 is the mark.
Second and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
On first and 10, Daniels. They set up the screen to Penny. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Ready.
On second down, here's Penny. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Daniels. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They're going to try and throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down.
First down, New Orleans.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Back to throw. Daniels. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. And he's going to go down again.
DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Move up. Hey. We got 3. Three down. Switch. Jim. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Looking to throw. King. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Check Mike 50. Watch the screen. Where'd he go? Watch the screen. Check 3.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch that in. Tight end right.
King from the gun, he'll throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now the fullback, Juszczyk. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a 1st down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's taken down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Ready. 50, Mike 50. We don't want this. That's it. Tight end right.
back to throw. King. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. King now operating from the gun. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Hopkins with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to...
But now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. On first down, Garoppolo. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. catch the ball, you know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
You draw quarters.
Following the fumble recovery, Daniels. Thomas has got it, complete. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Only a yard on the third down throw, and that leads to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Let's go. You tighten up.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep up. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
Hey, whoa. Here we go again. Here we go.
Garoppolo on 1st down. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards. Better than 20 here.
Here we go. Here we go. White. 24's the mic. You ain't doing it. Hey, box drop.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards. Garoppolo again. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Dylan Mitchell, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
11.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's going to fire one deep, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
12 mine, 12 mine. All day, all day. 24 is the mic. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Hey, orbit. Lock, lock, lock.
24 is the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. His throw caught right around the 6. 25 yards that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
Coleman now. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking,
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
49ers 32. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Watch out, watch out.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. DJ Chark with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Dancing to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going for the deep ball. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
At their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
21. 50 to 5.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Derrick Henry fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, alert! 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 You must be Pilot 64. Weak. Time out. Mike 50. Mike 50. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although it always takes off with it. It's a fake. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double-dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the 49ers, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Saints, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.